This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Oh, we all have things that we'd like to accomplish in our lives, but some things are so scary that we just don't do them. Whether it's asking that special someone to the high school dance, or jumping on the karaoke stage during the office holiday party, or actually singing once you're on the karaoke stage, sometimes we just can't force our bodies to do the darn thing. Why? Because we know we don't want to. Kidding. Actually, we're terrified of failure, but we're not going to let anyone know about that. I'm sure that you, dear listeners, aren't afraid of anything. So today's tip is just for you to pass on to your friends who might have fears that they need to get over. To make themselves do the things that they're most afraid of, start collecting failures. Collecting failures is easy. Some people are really good at it, but we're going to do it methodically. First, choose a goal that you've had for a long time, but you've been avoiding due to fear. Thomas, Europa's teenage cybernetic son, is discovering that coming to grips with his cybernetic side isn't easy. He's in the denial stage, throwing himself into his human side as hard as he can. And what could be more human than pursuing his lifelong dream of being a stand-up comedian? Thomas is terrified. He's sure he isn't funny enough to entertain people. Yes, his mother/creator may be the secret overlord of the Eastern Bloc, but that just makes it harder, because there any form of humor is considered a political thought crime. Thomas is going for his goal, but when fear rears its ugly, slobbering head, going for the goal won't work. Instead, go for failure, explicitly. Thomas's new goal? To get booed off every stage in the Eastern Bloc. So he signs up for every open mic night he can, because if he can perform and fail with gusto in front of dozens of audiences who have no sense of humor, then he wins. Either he meets his goal to collect boos, or he meets his goal of finally learning how to deliver the Svetlana and the pierogi joke that he's been working on since age 7. Thomas's plan to collect failures is actionable and simple, and yours should be too. Like most things, failing is more fun with a friend. So if you can't find an expert to teach you how to jump into something, find someone who's as much of a newbie as you and fail together. For moral support, Thomas convinces his friend Sam to sign up too. Like Thomas, Sam dreams of the life of a stand-up comic, but hasn't had the courage to pursue it. Use competition to turbocharge the failure game. Challenge your friend to a contest of failure. Thomas and Sam decide to do this by seeing who can get booed off stage the fastest each time they perform at an open mic night together. Is this crazy? Of course! But so is stand-up comedy. And there's no better way to get over an irrational fear than by doing something irrational yourself and exposing yourself to it over and over and over and over again. By making a competition out of failure, Sam and Thomas can focus on the competition rather than obsessing about the scary activity itself. They get excited about telling the best, worst jokes, the ones that make the room cough kind of uncomfortably, and of course, after a few weeks, they keep stumbling on jokes, no matter how hard they try not to, that make the audience actually laugh. It turns out that stand-up isn't actually that bad, and their fears start to melt away. Why does this work? Well, for starters, when you fail at failing, you succeed at success. So it's really a no-lose situation. By playing the no game, you encourage yourself to agonize over those moments, studying them in great detail in a way that you never would have if you'd just seen them as simple victories. Then outside of the no game, you can use what you learned from all that studying to up your success rate. Failing constantly and living to fail again also helps overcome your visceral fear of failure itself. Unless you're attempting to bungee jump off the Burj Khalifa, failure doesn't justify fear. For personal goals like asking that special someone to the school dance, and by school dance, I mean naked twister if you're over 21, there is almost a 0% chance of danger when things don't go according to plan. Once you teach that to your body by failing over and over again, you'll have an easier time going for scary but not actually dangerous goals. Collecting failures also keeps us confident, because shooting for the no also keeps us in a confident frame of mind. When we go into a situation wanting to hear a yes, we're afraid of hearing no. But if we go in wanting a no, and naturally expecting one, there is no chance we'll be disappointed by the answer. And of course, a 0% chance of disappointment breeds confidence, just like nothing else. So you add that all up, and you can see why. By setting your sights on the no game, more failure will lead you to success. So, grab a friend and structure your failure competition. You'll trick your brain into obsessing over successful moments. You'll calm down your fears and you will boost your confidence. You'll try new scary things And chances are you'll succeed at them way more than you think. So what are you waiting for? Success is waiting at the end of your nose. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I run Get It Done groups, which are accountability groups for entrepreneurs and self-employed people. Learn more at getitdonegroups.com or join my personal mailing list by texting Get It Done to 33444. You'll also get a free copy of my secret book chapter on how to build relationships that help you succeed. Work less, do more, and have a great life.